Hello there, YouTube. Devin here again. Gonna apologize in advance right away for the shakiness of the camera because I'm off the tripod because it's the easiest way to show you some of these garments, having them laid out. So, and I can easily move my camera to the garment rather than having to try to rearrange the whole garment to show you the specific features. And what we have here is basically the last iteration of the M65 field jacket, which in my opinion is probably the best field jacket ever fielded by any military ever, to the point where it's been copied the world over, and it served for a very long time, nearly 50 years in the United States. So it's hard to find any military garment that has served in an actual combat role for that long. So what we have here though is basically your standard M65 field jacket in what is an updated uniform. So the M65 was made famous in Vietnam, hence the term M65. It came out in 1965 after being invented by Alpha Industries. Alpha Industries made a fabric that was very wind and water resistant by blending together nylon and cotton in a 50-50 type pattern to make a great durable, strong, but still relatively soft and machine washable water and wind repellent fabric. And that exists up until this pattern of M65. The original M65, as I've explained in some of my other M65 videos, started out as just being an OD number 7 green and would later be made in woodland camouflage pattern. It would be made, M81 woodland. It would also be made M94 desert camouflage pattern, better known in the collector world as DCU, even though that desert combat uniform is the name of the uniform. So, and then the very last version, although short-lived here, made it all the way to UCP. So nothing really changed other than some features of it. Pockets are all still the same. They now added name tapes and a rank tape spot, as you can see here, in the standard US 5-inch length, and then the 2x2-inch patch up front for your rank here. Then they added 4-inch wide by 8-inch wide patches on a loop type Velcro on the side here to attach unit insignia, badges and stuff like that, rockers, and scrolls that you've earned. On the inside, if we open it up here, it is fully cotton lined, which is nice. This is what makes the M65 really comfy, actually, is the fact that it has this nice 100% cotton liner. Totally separate, as you can see here. This one is a super cool early one, because the pockets are made out of older material. So after they went away from the DCU pattern and the woodland pattern, they still had extra bits of fabric left over. And so this one has, it's M65 field jacket like fabric, but it's in the pockets. The pockets are made out of woodland material rather than ACU material or just gray material. So pretty neat. So, and then you see other different color type of fabric here, and this is where the waist adjustment band is. So as you can see here by these threads, you could adjust the circumference of the waist. It does take the button in standard 3-hole liner, so you can find some M65 shells with 4 buttonhole liners. Most of them you see though will only be these 3 button liners. And then it has the tag up here in the standard kind of paper that the military used, so I will pause that. I had to cross out the guy's name. So this one's basically unissued. I'm sure it was issued, but he never used it because it's in such nice condition. So most of them you find are going to be made by this company, which is the Golden Manufacturing Company. So if you do find one, it still has the concealable hood here in the back, as well as the buttons for the extreme cold hood on the outside as well. Has the collar tab to fully close up the Mandarin collar. And that's about it. The M65 ended up being one of the most prolific combat garments in U.S. history. And I like this one because it's weird. Because it's a transitional garment, basically, because they didn't make them for very long and they weren't used for very long. They're still relatively cheap and pretty easy to find out there. These ones are actually cheaper than a lot of the woodland ones or the desert ones. So if you're looking to get an M65 field jacket, this is probably the version to get. And it has Velcro, which makes it easy for you guys to throw all your patches and stuff on. And if you find one that's really cool like this, that, like I said, has the cool woodland fabric pockets, that'd be just absolutely awesome. I don't know if the top pockets... No, that's right. The top pockets are external on the M65, so pretty neat. Little snap closures, zippers. So very reliable garment, works very, very well and is very scalable to your conditions and environment because the liner is removable, the hood is stowable. You can get an extra heavier hood for the extreme cold. So it's one of the most versatile field garments, and that's why I love it, especially living in a temperate area that I live in. So hopefully you guys like this video. And you subscribe if you like this sort of thing. This is not quite so rare jacket, but it's becoming more increasingly rare, and I know you guys like M65s as much as I do, especially a lot of you veterans that follow the channel, because you guys know that this is probably one of the best field garments ever issued. So thank you so much for watching. If you have any comments, suggestions for future videos, user experience, additional knowledge, or anything, please feel free to leave that in the comments, and I will do my best to answer those. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.